Welcome to the Starseed channel. It's your girl Bree, and we're back with another Libra full moon reading. I hope this message finds you well in the mind, body, and spirit. Right now, I'm feeling the heaviness right now. I'm feeling like there's a heaviness on our psychic attacks right now, or there's a heaviness in psychic attacks right now, but it doesn't necessarily feel like an attack. It feels like these are things that we need to know in order to address the things that are holding us back, address the things that are making us our own worst enemy. So I feel very blessed to be able to deliver an intuitive message to you all. So I hope you are ready to receive and are open to receive what I have to say. But in the spirit of the heavy energy, I just want to take a moment to breathe. So we're just going to stop right now. Have a moment to inhale. Inhale, open up that blossom from within, and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Open up that blossom within. And exhale. And I'm just going to breathe one more time. Get our chakras together. Spirit, open us up to receiving this message. So right now we're feeling the heaviness of, and of course the train would start when I'm recording, but it's okay. I think that's all a part of the message. I'm in the city, so it's hard for me to avoid any type of outside noises, so bear with me. But right now we are in the space of the full moon in Libra energy, cleaning ourselves up, getting ourselves together. The moon is also in Virgo, so we're organizing. We are cleaning up house right before we release it all before the full moon. Tomorrow? Is it on the 28th? It's on the 28th. So right now we also have the sun conjunct Venus, where the sun is about our identity, our self-expression, our personalities, and whereas it's having a kind of a dance, trying to move with Venus right now. Venus is the planet of our desires, money, aesthetics, the things we find most beautiful, the things that we value the most. Come from Venus, from the Venus energy. And what we're seeing right now is how, since these two energies, the sun and Venus, Aries sun and Aries Venus right now are coming together to see what do we value and how is that contributing to our personalities. So your desires, your addictions, your aesthetics, and how it reflects in your relationships, because Venus also reflects your relationships, because those are things that you value. So what in your relationship is, I won't say superficial, but I'll say on the surface. Like, what are some things that you just look at on the outside and you're not looking on the inside? So we're seeing how much it affects how much our desires and how much our need for these things, our addictions to food, to shopping, or maybe it's an addiction to money and having more stability in your life, having a house, having a car, going on vacation every week, going down to Miami every month, something like that. Like, we're seeing how that is affecting our personality. And how this may be an outdated mindset. This may be something that you need to let go of, because the way that you're connecting, and really, I'm feeling like this is more of a relationship thing, where we're seeing that aesthetics, money, and things like that are the reason why we're connecting with people. We're not connecting with people because of any other, like, there's no other deep below the surface connection. Is just more like, oh, this person has this, so I'm gonna link up with them, or this person is doing these things as far as their outward self, so I want that, so I'm gonna link up with this person, or I want to be like this person and have all these designer bags, I want this house, I want this car, and all these things. And how that's really contributing to you becoming your own enemy, because you feel like, why don't I have these things? Why don't I have, because essentially we really don't need those things to feel like we are one with ourselves. At the end of the day, like your health, your nature, family, things that you value that are not material things are what matter the most. So that's the energy that I'm feeling right now, is that a lot of people are looking at the way that they connect with others, the insight that they get from others, the way that they project on others, their role in becoming their own enemy. And Aries is about self. It's not so much, I know everybody, some people say, and I do too sometimes, say that, oh, Aries is selfish, but now I'm realizing that no, they're not selfish. They just want to be their best selves. They just want to make sure that they're not vibrating at a mediocre level. They want the bigger picture. They want the goal, and they're willing to sacrifice for it. And sometimes that means at the expense of others. Like, yes, sometimes your vibration isn't matching mine. Sometimes I gotta leave you behind because I want myself more than I want you. And it doesn't mean that you have to, I'm not a big fan of ghosting or cutting people off, but I am a fan of boundaries. I am a fan of telling somebody, you know what, that does not work for me. This behavior does not work for me. So I have to put a boundary there. I got to pull a wall up to you because I don't want to do that anymore. That's not my vibration. That's not my highest self. I'm trying to transcend my consciousness to another dimension, and this is not working for me. It's okay to say that. And that brings me to the energy of Libra. The full moon in Libra, it's giving people pleasing. It's giving not being accountable for your role in being your own enemy and playing the blame game. No, it's not everybody else. It's not everybody else. It's not always the other person that's contributing to your demise. It's you. It's your mindset that is outdated. It's your behavior. It's your addiction to aesthetics, and money, and whatever else. That is the issue. And you're avoiding this by going outward. But at the end of the day, it's about our inner knowing and our inner knowledge of self. Do you have that? That is what this reading, this Libra moon, this Virgo moon, this Leo moon was really heavy. But all of those emotions are coming up right now. And I see a lot of times, I keep saying accountability. Take ownership of your role in your self-sabotage. That's the only way that you're going to get to the next level. I had to do it. I'm still doing it. Everybody has to do it. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Because once we lift up our vibration, once we take accountability for our life, once we stop playing the blame game, that's when we uplift our vibration. That's when we uplift, and uplifting ourselves is uplifting the collective. Once you start to put it out there, you start to see more and more people changing their lives because your energy has elevated. But when we want to stay here and point the finger, that doesn't help anybody, and that doesn't help anything. And I know it's hard. I'm not at all trying to say any of this is easy. But at the same time, how long are you going to be blaming other people for your sadness? How long are you going to be blaming other people because you're stuck? It's not their fault. Because you're right there with them. You going along with it. And then this does not feel like people who don't know you. This is not like haters. These are friends. These are friends. This is family. This is a lover. Like, these are people who are trying to help you or trying to get you to the next level. But where are your boundaries? Where are your boundaries with yourself? Where are your boundaries with others? If you want to be your best self, you got to do what you haven't done before. It's not going to be comfortable. No, it's not going to be pretty. But avoiding conflict don't make it go away. And I'll say that till I'm blue in the face. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, what do we need to release on this Libra full moon? What do we need to let go of? How do we surrender our addictions? How do we surrender our addictions to money, our addictions to aesthetics? Let's see. Please help us, help us, help us. Okay. All right, let's see. Ooh, 9 of Swords, or 10 of Swords, sorry. We got Daughter of Cups in reverse. Came out reverse. But it doesn't matter to me if it comes out reverse, really. And we have the 2 of Wands. Yes, balance come through. And actually, I'm going to pull one more tarot card because we got a few decks here. So this is the tarot card. And we have the 6 of Wands, or 6 of Swords in reverse. But reverse doesn't really matter to me. Okay. So we see, like I was saying, about the victim mentality and pointing the finger. Like, you cannot point the finger and think that that's going to make you feel better. It's not. Pointing the finger and putting the blame on others for your failures is not going to make you feel better. And it takes a lot of work to start to see yourself. It's not easy to look in the mirror and be like, oh dang, I'm the reason why I'm not successful. I'm the reason why I don't have the things that I want to manifest, because I am subconsciously trying to control everything. I want everything to work out my way, and when it doesn't work my way, then it just confirms my negativity, my bitterness. If you continue, because at this point, you really got to open up your heart. I'm feeling like this is like a blocked heart chakra. Like, you are exploring areas of your heart, and it feels like this is an inner child thing. These are some convictions that you did not get as a child, so you just built up this resentment over time. We all do it. We all have inner child wounds. But with this Daughter of Cups, you're looking for the reasons. Like, why am I not happy? Why do I not have what I want? Why can I manifest this bigger picture that I see in my head? Why is it not working out? And it feels like it's because you have a victim mentality. And this may not be something that you're sharing with others. This feels like this is a private thing that you deal with and don't bring it up. But there's something from your past that you're not letting go. There's something that's tormenting you, some type of memory or something like that is tormenting you right now. And Spirit is saying that you got to confront it. You got to go to your inner child and say, what do you need? You cannot ignore that voice within. No amount of aesthetics, no amount of pleasure, no amount of food, shopping, bags, whatever it may be. And it might not even be that. It might be business status, and you're trying to, like, expand your business and make sure that you're connecting with the right people who fit your lifestyle, and you're not really seeing them for who they are. You're not really showing up for them in the way that they show up for you or would show up for you, because all you're concerned with is the detachment. You're just concerned with the way that how they operate their business or how they present themselves, but you're not concerned about them as a person. You're not concerned with who they are on the inside. You're just like, oh, well, I just come together with you. You're my friend because you have a business. Like, that's not a real friendship. If you only come together with people over the things that they can do for you, that is not a friendship. That might be networking, but that is not a friendship. That is not a real bond. So yeah, you're checking into your heart and checking your bonds and seeing who's real and who's not. But this really feels like it's you who's not real, or it's you or somebody close to you who is not really giving you the authentic love, the transparent love, the honesty. Like, you're not really getting that from this person. They're just kind of keeping you stuck here. This mentality that's reconfirming the things that you believe is keeping you stuck here. But with these wands is really giving me Aries season. It's really giving me I'm starting to come together with all these colors, all these chakras. There's a red, yellow, green, blue, purple. Like, this feels like chakras. Like your energy is starting to align with your outer world. But you won't be able to attain this energy if you do not let go of this victim mentality. It's not their fault. It's your fault. And this is it's hard to come to this conclusion. It's hard to get here, but you can do it. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. If I can do it, if I can let go of my childhood traumas, and I can get real about the fact that a lot of things that happened were things that I did when I was in my lower vibration, when I was sad, when I was stressed, when I was confused. You can do it too. I used to be full of ego. I used to be ego led because that's all I knew. All I knew was survival. All I knew was hyper, self-esteem. That's it. But with this Two of Wands, I'm feeling like this is a new direction that's headed your way. If you just let this go, if you just go inside your heart and forgive yourself for the things that you did before, forgive yourself for the mistakes, forgive yourself for trusting that person in a relationship, a friendship, family member, whatever it was. If you can go inside your heart and let it go so you can be free, you are headed in another direction of creativity, of passion, of self-expression, and really coming into your oneness, coming into yourself, coming into your beingness. I really see that for you. I see that for us. But you got to let these burdens go. This is the energy of Six of Wands. All these plans and strategies that you had before, it's not going to work in your higher dimension, and you're going to stay here. You're going to stay here at this level that you're at until you're ready to transcend. And then if you're not ready, you're just not ready. And that's something else with being accountable, is looking at yourself and realizing that maybe I'm just not ready to ascend. I'm not ready to let go of the past. I'm not ready to let go of my old dated mindset. And that's okay. If it's okay to you, then okay. But just be real with yourself. Stop blaming others for your role in your self-sabotage. It's your fault. Nobody else's fault. But for those that are ready, you have beauty on the horizon. And this is beauty coming from within. This is not new clothes. This is not new shoes. This is not none of that. This is just your spirit finally being free. Your inner child finally feeling like she's being seen, or he's being seen, or they're being seen. But you have to release these plans that you're so stuck on, this mindset that you're so stuck in, these strategies that are not working, so you can meet this energy that is waiting for you, this future self, this higher self energy that is waiting for you. Okay, so what do we need to do to surrender, Spirit? These are the power of surrender cards. So let's see what we need to surrender. I posted already. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So that is a word for Libra and Libra energy right now, is that I know you want to keep the peace and the harmony all the time, but if it's coming at the expense of your own self-expression, you're not saying how you feel, you're not siding with anybody, you're just staying in the middle, that's not being balanced. Holding yourself back, not expressing yourself when you feel that something's wrong or when you disagree, that is not balanced. You are just people pleasing. And people pleasing is an act. It's really, I'm starting to realize that it's an act of it's an attachment, and it's codependency. It's codependent, but it's also a way to keep control over the situation. If I don't say nothing, then this person is still gonna do things to benefit me. If I keep my opinion to myself, then I'm not gonna hurt this person and isolate them. When sometimes conflict is a good thing. Sometimes challenging what somebody else believes or what they think you should do and how you should do it. Like, no. You can say no sometimes. You can tell people no. And then the other one that fell out is surrender to wonder and awe. Open the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So yes, seize the moment. Don't hold back. Don't repress. Seize the moment. Embrace the magic. Yeah, Aries, they may be blunt. Aries energy might be real blunt. It might be real honest and in your face, but at least they show up as their authentic selves in the moment. At least you don't have to speculate and try to figure out how they feel, because they're going to tell you. They are present. And yes, it might be some backtracking on what they said. It might be some, okay, I need about 5 minutes from you. But at least they're being honest with you. So let's see what else we got. I'm going to pull one more surrender card, and then we're going to work our light. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So yes, release, 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 surrender the people pleasing, surrender to flow, and allowing yourself to be your true authentic self. That is truly honoring yourself. And this stress that it builds up in your body, and in your body is remembering that you're doing this, and then all of a sudden you get sick, or all of a sudden you got to go to the doctor for something you didn't have to go to the doctor for before, and it's like, oh, well, where did this come from? It started at a spiritual root. You rejected yourself, and now your body is rejecting you. So yes, surrender the stress, okay? So how do we need to work our light? What do we need to do? Spirit, how do we need to work our light? Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This feels like you are divinely supported. You are divinely protected. I said that this morning. I am divinely supported. I have all my needs are met. So the universe has your back in these decisions that you're gonna make. The universe is saying, take a leap, take a chance, put yourself out there. And this is adding to the Libra Two of Wands, the Aries Two of Wands energy. Like, really step into your destiny. Step into your dreams. Your dreams are possible, but you have to be able to have the courage to change, have the courage to put yourself out there. And this doesn't have to be like you go outside and, start a fight with somebody right now. Really no act of negativity, really. And this is just taking a chance. Like, don't be scared. Don't be scared to start something new. Don't be scared to start to have confrontation with somebody, because on the other side of confrontation, most Spirit is speaking to me right now, and is saying that we need another work your light card. Okay. Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, and be held. So this is a perfect time. This is the Libra full moon. On full moons, we rest, we release, we take baths, we meditate, we eat full meals, and just feel the fullness of what you need to release. Identify it, write it down. And maybe you're writing it down, setting it on fire into the universe. I would do this outside. Or you're taking a spiritual bath with some type of like protection combination. I'm seeing crystals, cascarilla, candles, things like that. Like, really rest and retreat and reflect. Reflect, release, reflect. Do what you got to do to let it go. Let it go so you can flow, okay? Now, let's see what self-care has to say. What do you have to say for our self-care? We said we're going to be resting and releasing and drinking some water. I'm like feeling a lot of like get in the bath, drink water, get outside in nature, ground yourself. Find us somewhere where you can release these things spiritually. Okay, self-care. What do we have to say? What do we have to say to them? Okay. Read. So we're releasing, we're retreating, we are relaxing, we are feeling our bodies, we're nourishing ourselves, and we're also reading. So this feels like we need to pull out our favorite book, self-help book. Right now I'm reading Oneness. I have a book about empaths, how to protect yourself as an empath. And yes, and this might be something that's not new. This might be one of your favorite books that you need to pull out so you can feel empowered again. This really feels like self-help because it's Aries season and we're initiating things. So this is a way to push yourself forward. So this is the book about, maybe marketing or business or finances. It feels like this is something that's going to help propel you forward, help you get more personal understanding of yourself. So yes, read, relax, reflect, release. That's the energy that we're in right now. So that is the reading. I just want to end and say,